Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy X. Welcome to Spiritual X-Men Experiences. Wakanda forever. Yo, how y'all doing today? Taurus is, y'all, this is funny. I just got a little message from one of my friends, and it reminded me not to delete the video for her upload it. Cause look, the video that I have my awakenings, which I tagged the readers in it who had caused, I guess, a chain reaction of epiphanies for me below in the Dropbox for that video I post about releasing the frequency of love. And so I gave y'all the uncut version because y'all know we real up in here. But I was gonna post it in other places, but I was like, okay, well, you know, let me clean it on up, make it flow a little bit better. I'm not saying it was already flowy, but you know, really making it flowy. So my old goofy self spent 2 hours editing, then got to the end of editing, was about to upload it, deleted all the videos so I could have storage on my phone to download it and then upload it, deleted the videos that I was that was attached to it. So then at that point I couldn't upload it, and yeah. So yeah, that's what happened. Oh man, but you know, hey, I was like, well, apparently it wasn't meant to be edited. I mean, what else? What else could I have done? I mean, yeah, I was just like, I was in real life like, man, I was hurt. It was 2 hours. I could have been doing something else, but apparently, you know, I just take it as that was like a test to see if I was going to be able to, you know, maintain a high vibration, not get upset. You know, we get those little tests to see if we're going to let that affect for the rest of the day. I just figured that was that. One of those little mediocre tests, those in between, those little small recalibrations to see if we need to recalibrate ourselves, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, I didn't know. I passed it, but man. So that was funny. It was literally like the message popped up as soon as I opened my eyes after focusing on y'all energies. But how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? You doing good? You doing great? I hope so. It's a great day. I know it's a little cloudy in the background, but hey, it's still nice out. Sometimes clouds come and it might not seem too pretty. You know, they serve a purpose. Right now, it's protecting me from the rays of the sun. All right, one more shuffle and we're gonna go ahead and hop into y'all. Y'all read it. All right, divine, allow the divine only to come on through. What do we have for the month of June for Taurus? June for Taurus. Magic. He's got that magic. Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all know I love music over here. That's NDIRE, that magic. Look, I saw magic, that's what came to my head. Really? Oh my goodness, so magically delicious. Don't ask. Look, y'all know I like food. Magic. I'm feeling, oh, well, that's cool. Embracing your inner child. That happiness. Like, they're literally drawing me to, okay, spirit, that's just wild woman had in reverse, which is, you know, wild women just move about and be free and able to do what it is that, you know, they feel free. They have complete freedom, you know. But then in reverse, you know, embrace that. Might be feeling a little contained or held back, blocked, things of that nature. But anywho, back to Magic. Show y'all what I'm shuffling the rest of these cards. We got Magic. I'm really seeing, like, the first thing that came to my head when I saw this was Disneyland. Oh, my correction. Disney World. Look, see? Callie already getting to me. Disney World. Because Disney World is a place where it's literally magical. It does not matter how old or how young you are. Because we're all children at heart, and that place literally proves that. Like, that's the one thing I can say about Walt Disney. Like, if you watch his documentary on Netflix, I forgot the name of it. It's not really a documentary, but it's a movie, but it's based off of his life. Oh yeah. So now I see why y'all need this story. We got the sun in reverse. Okay. With that, even though he was an adult and people was like, well, no, you got to do this, you should do this. You know, his whole life he was basically told that because yeah, the man used to talk to animals. He had a connection with animals, and being in his imagination and drawing and being that creative side. You know, there's like, no, you need a practical job and this and this, and you should do this, or you're humiliating our family and all of this and that. And you know, even though he went and did the mundane for a while, he was like, okay, you know, maybe you're right. You know, he grew up as we all do, and got into the mundane things. Like, okay, I'm gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna do this. You know, they said it's never gonna work. It's never gonna. You know, he couldn't get people to help him out. He couldn't get loans because they're like, that's ridiculous, especially during the time and age that he grew up, which was around the Great Depression time era. I cannot talk today. Around the Great Depression era in our great history of America. But so everything was real practical. Like, if you ain't making money, you ain't doing nothing with your life, type of thing. And focus just on that. Well, that's not gonna lead anywhere. Like, taking a chance, taking a risk, whatever it is, embrace. I feel like definitely should embrace this risk, embrace this chance, this opportunity, because it's magical. You wouldn't have came up with whatever it is that you came up with. You wouldn't have always felt like, especially if you're a person who's always coming up with something, or very creative, or coming up with ideas, and then this is probably going to resonate with quite a few of you, coming up with ideas, and then you don't act on them, and then a while later, even if it's a couple of years later, somebody else does it. You be sitting there like, man, I thought about that. You're going to tell somebody else and ain't nobody really believing you. Like, look, I can sit up here. I done did that a couple of times. Like, I read the book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. If you haven't read that book, get it. Great book. Basically, make a long story short, I was thinking like, man, this could be made into a movie. This should be made into a movie. Had like all the people lined up who would be in the movie, or produced the movie, like Tyler Perry, Oprah, Angela Bassett. Tell me why. That's funny that came out with this, with this story. Tell me why. Y'all seen the movie. For those of you who haven't, it's a movie. Guess who made it? Oprah. Miss Winfrey. Look, I was like, oh. And the funny thing about it is my cousin, because I told my cousin, like a year before it happened. Mind you, I've been holding on to that I read that book in 2009, 2010, and you see the movie just recently came out, maybe 2 years ago at the most. My cousin was like, dude, that was the idea you told me. I was like, I know. I know. Oh, my whole soul was just like, so embrace your inner child. Embrace your inner child, because look how many times, especially if you watch the movie, how Mr. Disney was told and had to go through all the struggles that he went through to create the Disney brand, the Disney name, and Mickey and Donald and Goofy and Daisy and just, yeah, everything. And now it's Epic. Like the wordplay, because you know they own Epic. Okay. Anywho. But yeah, it completely went far beyond where he had ever fathomed when he first started out. You know, he just wanted to make people happy and create some sense of joy in people's lives, because he realized there was a lot of people just unhappy and sad. And yeah, you know, a lot of the cartoons, because cartoons back in the day were for adults primarily, you know, and they used the kid aspect to get back to that feeling you had when you was a child. You know, it's just that complete joy. Even when there's bad things or things going around, like, a kid is always able to find that happiness. That's why, like, that's why I'm blessed the fact that I have a son. You know, yeah, they can get on your nerves, but also at the same time, when you are like going through something, or, you know, internally, externally, or whatever the case may be, and you look over at this kid, like, you're stressed out about paying this bill and that bill and that bill. They know nothing about the bills and none of that. They over here blowing bubbles and laughing at grasshoppers and butterflies and trying to eat rocks and the candy that fell on the ground. You're like, no, don't eat it. You know, germs. But just hold on. Let me go rinse it off real quick. You know, and you just, and if you take that time and just look at, even if you don't have a kid, and just going to a park and seeing children playing, or even adults, you know, just enjoying themselves and just feeling free, like, it does something to you. It even for that split moment, it takes you out of whatever it is at that moment that you are stressed or worried, or it takes you out of the mundane. It just takes you away. It just takes you away. So then going into June, embrace that magic. Embrace that magic of a child. You know, that is essentially where we manifest from. That is so cool. Because when you think about it, manifestation comes in pure joy. And, you know, a kid, you could tell a kid something like, yes, we're going to do something or this, and then they'll remember it, especially if it's something exciting, but then it's going to wear off and they're going to go do whatever it is that they're going to do. You know, they don't hold on to it, they release it. But then when the day comes, you know, they grasp it out like, hey, so you said Friday we're going to Chuck E. Cheese. What's up with that? You know, but so yeah, that is where we manifest from. And we should always manifest from joy, from happiness, from peace, from relax, from just being. Because even though there's storms, even though there's clouds, there's always something to be grateful for, always something to be happy for, always something that can bring us back to that grateful, that happy, that peaceful, joyous place in our heart. So be kind to your inner child. You know, they're smiling back at you. They're smiling back at you. Look, she got the grin, like. But I definitely feel like I'm getting another message as far as a process moving forward, or journey. Why am I still shuffling these cards? We got the ego. The ego in reverse. Okay, yeah, oh yeah. Intuition. Your intuition for your wisdom, guidance, past experiences to move you forward in combination with this magic, with this joy. But that is getting you maybe feeling like you don't lack the information, I don't want to say intelligence, saying like, okay, but like knowledge as far as moving forward in a particular way, in picking up stronger, like career, maybe career change, you know, maybe a little bit worried about that, but opportunities come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them are right up front. Most of them are not just up front and present. You know, you get something like, that's a coincidence, that's that, and or you see something and it starts a chain reaction of ideas for you, and like, okay, well, you know, That's not for me, you know, that's just me and my imagination. But, you know, because I don't have this, or I can't do this, or, you know, I feel a sense of lack or inadequacy as far as intelligence go. Oh yeah, follow your emotions. Follow your emotions. You know, your head right now could be your thoughts. Definitely in more of your masculine side than your divine feminine. You know, our illusions come in your head space, and then they manifest those emotions, which then manifest things into our reality. You know, and that's just fear. That's just fear. You know, false evidence appearing real. You know, we could transmute that. We could change that. And the fact that this is 33, look at that. Master number. Master. Magician. A magician. You can do whatever it is you want to do. You got this. You got this. You got this. Look in the mirror and say it with your chest. I got this. If you got to. Sure, give yourself some positive reinforcement. You got this. You can move forward. Whatever it is. You can move through this. You got the strength. You have the endurance. You have the joy. You have the gifts, the talents, abilities. Make your dream come true. Make your wishes come true. Your childhood longingness is what I'm getting. Like something you've always wanted to do since you was a kid, or you know, even if you gotta combine it, even if you gotta work, you know, work your muggle job. That's what I call, you know, the 9 to 5s and things of that nature. You gotta work your muggle job until you can get there. Hey, so be it. You know, dibble and dabble. But that doesn't mean, you know, give up on something you've always wanted to do since you was a child. Okay, so next, moving on. Why am I still shuffling these cards? I should be shuffling these other cards. Look here. Look at here. Next, we have the Sun in reverse. Okay. What is that? All the other cards are flipped up. See, look, my baby Emperor card in reverse. We got the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands in reverse. Feeling, I'm getting that sense of lack. But it's little, because you are aware of your power. You are aware of your ability. 4 of Cups. Do what you love. Embrace that. So that's why it's just, you know, it's in reverse. That's, you know, my baby Emperor card. So it's a little. It's just a little. Yeah, I know y'all see that Chariot. Move forward. Move it forward, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, and it does. It takes time to get up out of that, you know. It's completely understandable. Look at me and my movie story, you know. I get it. It's definitely easier said than done. It's definitely easier said than done. Especially if you're thinking about, like, a career aspect, because that's your stability, you know, that's your foundation. It's one of them, at least. And, you know, we all want to be able to pay our bills and be able to provide, especially if you have kids or a family, or, you know, even just to be able to live. You know, nobody want to be broke and homeless. So it is scary. It is scary. It is. That's an important foundation, especially in today's society. You need a source of income. But we do have the Sun in reverse, and the Sun is here. So that's wonderful that the Sun is here. Yeah, it's just, you know, coming about the 9 of Swords and embracing your divine masculine, divine feminine. But the fact that the Sun card is here in the first place is you can go forth in whatever it is that you need to, or want to, or dreaming of to go forth in. And the fact that the Lovers was right there, not just, you know, career, relationships, connections. Oh, did I show y'all the Sun? No, you have your wings. Your wings are on, fly, you know. But if you are choosing, you know, between two different fields, two different paths, take your time. Take your time. Weigh your options. Do what you have to do. If you got other stuff, you know, going on, you know, take your time. Handle your business. You gotta take care of your star player. You know, handle your business. Do what it is that you need to do so that you can walk by faith and not by sight. Coming out of feeling, you know, guarded and overly protective of what it is and feeling unbalanced in your abilities and what you're moving forward is. Because the card number is 53. 5 is change. 3 is spiritual fulfillment. And 8 is infinite. So it's a change that's going to give you infinite spiritual fulfillment. So we have the death card. Definitely, this is a new cycle. It's something new. It is a rebirth of whatever it is that you're moving towards. And again, I love this saying, vita mutatur non toliter. Latin for basically saying it's not a actual literal death, but a transformation. And that came out with the Tower in reverse. And the way this spread is leading, you're definitely going to come up out of this. You're definitely going to come up out of this. You're going to, through this transformation, whatever it is that you're deciding between, you're going to make the right choice. You're going to make the right step. You can't choose wrong. Is what I'm picking up on. You can't choose wrong. So you're not going into a tower situation, because whatever this transformation is going to take place is reversing the you're not having a complete foundation crumble. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Empress in reverse under the Tower. This is crazy because this whole column is upright and this whole column is in reverse. We're working hard to do what it is that you got to go towards. With the Empress in reverse, you not necessarily feeling like standing in your power. And feeling a sense of material, physical lack, or lack in the 3D. You got the 9 of Swords in reverse, which is awesome. So even if you do, if it takes a toll, it's going to be a temporary one, because you have the 9 of Swords in reverse. You know, yeah, changes do, you know, things happen with changes. It might be like if you're changing careers and you're taking a pay cut, so to speak, you know, you just gotta cut out Starbucks, go to Burger King for coffee. Like I love Starbucks, but Starbucks, we all know, is expensive. So I go and purchase the inexpensive coffee. Not cheap, inexpensive. I learned the difference between those two words recently. You know, cheap means something that's lacking quality. Inexpensive, it still has the quality. It's just not coming with that price tag. And Burger King right now have coffee, at least where I'm at, for 54 cents for any size. I'm just saying, and their coffee is delicious. But, you know, it might be, you know, some budgeting, some reorganization. It might be some movement, change location for whatever this is. All it is just something that is going to be different, so it is going to require a change physically in the 3D. And because of this change, Well, that makes sense. That's why it's the Emperor in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Tauruses aren't, you guys. Change. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Ooh. What is all of these? Okay. It's okay though. It's okay. You know, everybody goes through that though. Everybody, whether they want to admit it or not, sometimes it might be just a little easier appearingly to others to be able to adapt to change, but it's the only thing that's constant. And just society at large, you know, we fight change. We fight change. Like if some aliens came down here right now and was like, hey, yo, we got the secrets to the universe. Not trying to bring up, but you're going off of, work with me, it's a story. Going off of the movie Independence Day with Will Smith. Y'all see what happened to that. We don't necessarily know what they were coming down here for, but, you know, we could have did something that assaulted them and they decided to attack us. Or what was the other movie? The Knowing? The Knowing. There we go. That's a better example. There we go. Like, they were actually here to help. And we were the whole world was getting ready to attack them. So, you know, change is hard for anyone. Is that a bird? Okay. But we have the Nine of Cups. Under the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So even though it might take away a little bit from whatever the physical is, whether it's earnings, whether it's location, whether it's moving away from an old relationship, old way of being, old way of thinking, because I'm picking up on a lot now. You have the Knight of Cups, so it's going to give you emotional fulfillment. It's going to give you emotional fulfillment in the end. Oh, unicorns. Unicorns are lucky. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse, which came out with the Five of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands. So it's going to give you any emotional, passionate beginning. We have the World in reverse right here. Yeah, it's just, you know, and then I saw the Four of Pentacles. But what I'm picking up on the World this time is literally going to, it's like a changed world. I'm not getting the usual, that's cool. I'm not getting the usual like world card, like, oh, yep, no, complete ending. Or this is symbolizing a ending of the world that you know as of right now, the world that you're accustomed to right now. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So it's going to transform your world. It's literally going to be your world in reverse, but in a good way. In a good way. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna leave that right there. So next up we have the Spiral. I feel like things are either going out of control, but also there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Taking time to balance. You know, so moving forward in the month might take some time to, you know, recalibrate, get back, you know, in your steps, sort out after whatever this decision is, you know, sorting everything out, the ins and outs. Excuse me, with the number, I just ate lunch. With the number 50, I know I'm always eating, is change. 5, change. Okay, I'm just being shown 10 5s. I don't know what that means. That might mean something to somebody. But completions in, that's 5 areas. Or you're okay. Now, okay. So maybe by picking up everything into your crown chakra, listen to your intuition, because we have the Three of Wands, and your emotions. You know, it's going to trickle on down through the rest. You know, it usually goes that way, but I'm seeing it go that way. Okay. Woo! Bumblebee. How you doing, sir? Why you got land right here? I don't have nothing there. Nothing sweet over here. He chilling. Whatever the spiritual meaning of a bumblebee is, go ahead and Google it. I forgot what it means, but it's awesome because, I mean, he's just chilling. He chilling on the Five of Wands in reverse. So over this conflict is the, you know, the trouble, worries, doubts, chaos, confusion, and whatever aspect of your life, or the 5 areas of your life is, oh yeah, just check that out. And then he flew away. That was cool. Okay. Message, just saying. We have water in reverse. Waters are emotions. It's just emotions taking over. Was it Destiny's Child? I think that's what on the Survivor CD. Okay. Balance. Okay, balancing out emotions and balancing. Okay, well that is understandable with everything. I get it. Oh yeah. You know, especially with making a decision, especially a radical decision like that, something that's transformative, that's going to really change your world. Yeah, you know, it's definitely a balancing of emotions, because the card number is 61. But it is going to bring a spiritual completion, spiritual completeness. I don't feel like it's necessarily like bad emotions. It's either a lot going on, or your emotions are coming online, or your emotions are everywhere, or a rushing in of emotions. I'm getting all these different scenarios. So Taurus is get in where you fit in. There's a lot of information in here right now. 360. See that circle, sphere, 360. $360 degrees. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, Spirit, God, Lord, have mercy. Come on. Okay, so we have 4 of Wands in reverse. Looking at the spiral when that came out. And I was looking at the water when that came out. Okay, that's in between for both of them. Okay. Look at both of them. So, balancing, feeling like going down the tunnel, which is causing, you know, the emotions and everything. So that's why the water is in reverse. Is something about or this connection is a passionate foundation. It needs temperance to be able to have a solid foundation emotionally, because the 4 of Cups in reverse came out under the 4 of Wands in reverse. But you have temperance that came out upright. So it is going to take some balance. It is going to take some time. Okay, that's cool. We have the 9 of Cups and the Magician. 9 of Cups in reverse with the Magician. Definitely an emotional ending. But it's going to bring you to where you need to be. It's going to bring, you got the Magician. whatever this emotional ending is, or whatever is going on, that's taking place, is going to have an end emotionally, but then you're going to be free to be able to manifest whatever it is that you need to manifest into your life, that God is sending to manifest into your life. Oh. So we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant come out. Now we have the High Priestess upright and the Hierophant in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. It means the ending of a relationship that wasn't serving. At the bottom of all these, we have the Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. So with the relationship and career, moving out of one that was the Hierophant in reverse, manipulative or no longer serves, or just a lot of stuff just no longer dealing with, going to move you forward, even career wise, just dealing with a lot of stuff career wise, like, yeah, no, this ain't it. But it's happening for a reason. It's going to be able to move you forward into your Ten of Cups by cutting out what it is that you need to cut out. I feel like seems very similar to a reading that I did, and actually had it confirmed randomly. And now I'm getting a whole nother scenario. Okay, so everything that's going on right now, it's a reverse tower moment by trying to prevent this tower from coming down. Now with the Empress in reverse, feels like, you're not feeling like the Empress. Like you have absolutely no control as to what's going on right now, but all of this is essentially happening for a reason, for your highest good. Even though it may not feel like it at all, which, trust me, I get. When we don't listen to Spirit and move or change or do something, He caused stuff to happen. If you like, okay, no, you gonna move, you're going to do this because this is what you need to do, and we don't do it, I get it. Look, I got Taurus in my chart, y'all. I get it. Some aspects are just like, oh, man. But it's for your highest good. And through it all, you're going to look back and be able to see it all. Because not only do you have the Ten of Cups, but you also have the Knight of Pentacles. So following your heart, following your passion, and it may be a little journey to get back to the Pentacles, but it's the Knight. Not starting at I know the Ace is higher, but only one Pentacle, or two or three, already at the Knight. And Knights move quickly, so yeah, now I get it. It ain't gonna feel like it. It's not gonna feel like it. I don't know if this is what's happening now, or is going to happen in June, or this is the residual going through June. It's going to be just sorting out all of this, because at the end of we have the Sorcerer. You got the Magician card come out twice. You have the Magician, then you have the Sorcerer ending it. And the sun's gonna rise again. Everything, rainbow, God's promise. Spirit, Gaia, Source, Universe. You know, and God, when the rainbow came out after the great flood that Noah was on, that was God's way of promising that He was never going to do that again. That you're not going, that the world wasn't going to have to see that wrath again, that side of Him again. You know, it's a completion, the ending of a journey. At the end of the rainbow is a pot of gold. So after all of this, Taurus says, after all of this, you're moving where you need to go. It's going to serve a highest good. You know, they're not really letting me get all up in your business or nothing like that. But it's definitely going to come out to be something more than you could truly imagine. That's what I'm getting. Like, truly like a pot of gold. Something that was promised to you, owed to you, due to you. If you know our mission, we fulfill our mission, we go towards our mission, and, you know, we do the very best that we absolutely can. Yeah, we're going to bump our head, we're going to fall, you know, scrape our knees, get bruised, but once that scab heals, we good. Sorry about the quietness. It's just, y'all going through a lot, man. Y'all going through a lot. Yeah, find that, you know, place to be a kid again. We have 4 and 8. You're going to be able to have infinite foundations, complete freedom. Feel completely free. Be able to do what it is that you want. 12. 3. The Trinity. You are a warrior. Y'all some warriors up in here. Got your face paint on. You will come out of this. Okay, going forward into the upper room, the extended, we have the Divine Director. Intervention and purpose. Mother Mary, love and peace. These have been coming out a lot lately. You know, see, I'm not even doing my usual shuffle. I'm doing the laxadaisy shuffle. Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Freya, phases and cycles. Like, there's another one. Holy Amethyst, divine alchemy. Had to look at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, I did. Dharma unfolded. It's gonna bring you balance. Got 6 cards that came out. Dharma, a balancing of karmic scales. At the end of all of this. Oh, we about to get into this. A balancing of karmic scales. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the name of y'all video right there. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and go to the upper room. 44 minutes. And I think y'all got the longest read ever. Sun card. All right, y'all. Let me stop reading because y'all energy is strong. So just know that you got this. And see y'all in the upper room. All right, feel free to like, share, subscribe. Everything below in the drop box, including instructions on how to go ahead and move on up to the upper room for the extended videos. All right. Peace out, y'all.